and the Frank Fiore Show with our host, Paul Hollis, author of the Hall of Man series, owner of Hall of Man Publishing, Frank Fiore, host of the Frank Fiore Show, and Dr. Mohhamed, host of the Artilla podcast. Guys, here we go. Last week on the program, again, I credit Dr. Mohhamed as the AI expert, AI everything. I just take him like a sponge. And he said to make it an expert. Well, I made Sora an expert, and making Sora an expert changed the whole thing because now you became my Sora expert. So then I took what Frank had in the trailer and what he's been getting in his full trailer, because mine looked like garbage last week. I threw that into ChatGPT, and I think we're working on this Wednesday. And today, show us, Frank, the latest hunting party trailer. As Vanessa said, I want to see that movie.
Okay, we got to share screen.
I gave you the ability to share.
Okay. Okay, let's see. I was going to save this, but I'll just leave it for now.
Yeah.
I was going to rename it. So, okay, let's go here.
All right. As he's doing that, Dr. Mohhamed, that's the amazing thing that's happening is when you figure this out. How did you figure out to make him an expert? I think that is the best strategy possible for every chat to make sure that for the expert to do it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what we use as well in Artilla. So that's how I got to know it. We take any model, Claude, OpenAI, ChatGPT, and so on, and then we feed them some specific instructions and stuff, and then we want them to be expert in web automation or web scrapping, and then they give much better results.
Okay,
all right, Frank, are you about to click it?
Okay.
Yeah. Click on it. All right, here you
go. Some hunt for justice, some hunt for vengeance, some hunt
It's not playing at all.
The greatest hunt.
I think it played twice, no?
Oh, no, here it is. Loading. It's loading.
And then you have an Apple. I love Max. But I don't think that's the way you're supposed to do it, Frank. I'm going to stop your share, and I'm going to take on the share and show you exactly the trailer.
On screen.
Yeah, I'm going to put it on my screen. All right, here we go. And I share screen. No, but I want to learn about more what Mohhamed said after we show this. Okay, here we go.
The hunting party.
All right, get it.
Some hunt for justice, some hunt for vengeance, some hunt for revenge. But the greatest hunter is Yellowstone itself. From Storyworks, The Hunting Party.
Still stepping over itself.
Yeah, and there's a couple spellings. Some is SME.
That can be corrected quite easily with some video editing tools.
But those things can be also edited later, but also you take some of the best parts. Like you're not going to get the cinematic photography that you're able to get with this. Now, I think we're really close, Frank, on this trailer. I would like you now, here's my assignment for you. Take what AI says on working, because they have all your input of the book and stuff. Create it into one scene a piece. Then I'm going to ask Sora, my AI chatbot expert, Sora expert, who is now taking calls and is available 24/7 for you to learn Sora by contacting me, and you can have access to it. That Sora expert will literally put it in and make it rain and have each trailer. Because I think we piece them all together and we have one product, Frank.
Okay, so you want me to
break it down now, say to AI, great job. I'm going to send you back the prompt I had.
Yeah, I need
great job with that prompt. Can you now break it? I'll just do it myself. Can you break it down to 5? I think we're almost there. We really are.
I'm looking for that, though. We really need to focus also when we get this done to make it realistic, photorealistic, or whatever the terminology is. It's still cartoonish a little bit, or graphics a little bit. So we want to be able to really get.
I don't know how much that realistic is where they're building in both VO3 and ChatGPT. See, this is the thing when people create these apps you see these things, they also have other designs they build into the application. They use a lot of what Sora does and all those particulars. But character consistency, what did you learn, Frank, from that? It can be done?
Well, yes, I'll show you what. Well, I sent you the email.
Yeah, I'm gonna go find that email and then I'll open it up.
And it is pretty technical. Not so much technical, but a lot of work.
Well, see, I don't have to worry about technical at all because I'll just throw it in AI, say, please explain it to me. That's it. That's all you have to do. Um, I can't stand the way they changed Google, where I'm going to have to work on my filters because it doesn't go with the latest email. It's all over the place. Why do I care about an email from March? I would have responded to it at one point. Is that possible? That was from November. What date did you send it? November 13th?
Yesterday, yeah.
It was saying, I have an idea on how to complete the trailer. Many videos. So it basically says, I have ideas, Sora. Now it's parts. Oh, yeah. The thing you sent from ChatGPT.
Yes.
So let me find that.
I can put it on my screen too.
No, we're good. We're good. We'll figure it out. So, Dr. Mohhamed, so that's what you do at Artilla is make it the expert in each chat so it doesn't overextend itself?
Yeah, you give it context and then you give it sorts of boundaries at the same time. And somehow it stays focused. And I think it has to do with what is called the context. Every AI model has a context window size on how much they can stay focused on one industry or one chat or one series of chat. But it's getting much better. We've been making a lot of progress on our side with ChatGPT and Gemini.
So Gemini is the one you're utilizing. So you basically ask the same types of stuff with Gemini as well, become the expert.
Yeah. So now you know what we do, and this may be good for authors as well, Paul and Frank, is that Gemini has a gigantic, compared to other models, they have a gigantic context window. So we're sending 120,000. Yeah, we're sending 120,000 words along with our prompt to make the Gemini an expert on the fly. So we give it 120,000 words of context. This is how we do stuff. This is our rules. These are the functions. And then we prompt. So it gets both the prompt, which is like maybe 20 words, 20 tokens, plus 120,000 tokens coming from the context behind the scene. So our users, they don't see the context being fed to the AI model. It's just the AI model performs better for them because it knows Artilla, interestingly.
Is this the email with the pricing and stuff, Frank?
No. Well, I have it on my screen now, so just
okay.
Give you the ability to share.
All right, share. You have the ability already.
Okay, there's what character. This is the whole document that I sent you.
This was responded by ChatGPT 5, right?
I said, how can I tell Sora to maintain character consistency throughout a video? And they said, excellent, of course. You're thinking exactly like a director who wants continuity and identity control, of course, AI-generated footage. Let's break this down clearly. First of all, what character consistency means in Sora, okay? How to tell Sora to maintain consistency. And when you prompt and blah, blah, blah.
Use reference frames.
Yeah, use identical descriptors and tokens. Repeat the same text identifier every time. If you call him Agent Barrett in one clip, use the same phrase in all later prompts. Agent Barrett, same face, same clothing as before, blah, 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 blah. Avoid synonyms, okay? Link clips with continuation prompts. So here they are, okay? Export the last frame, connect it. Fine-tune their character model training. This is interesting.
Oh, that's very good. That's very powerful.
Yeah.
So it's pre-stage.
Yeah. Now what's this LORA? What's
yeah,
that?
This is what we use. This is what we use to train and fine-tune AI models. And so you can basically, what I understand here is that you can train Sora to integrate in its own mind how Corbett looks, how Mallory looks, and how your scenery looks. So what I was talking about just now that we do with the context, you can do it with training a specific model on a character or a group of characters. This is very powerful.
Now, is LORA a program or what is that?
Yeah, LoRa is a framework for training AI models.
Okay, and where do
Can
you
you train AI models on ChatGPT using LoRa?
They have, so ChatGPT 5 already has that. There is on the left menu, you can train their models. You can fine tune their models, and they use LoRa in the background.
Okay, then it says, well, how to
Yeah.
test continuity.
That's good to know.
And then it gave me the practical workflow example for the honey party. Okay, because we're not going to use those things. Open art, we're not going to do. But the point is that they gives you that example.
What about Midjourney? Midjourney is considered a better company.
This is to create the character, right?
Yeah.
We can
generate the portrait.
Yeah, and then train face consistency. You have to do it with OpenArt. You can't do it with Sora.
No, I don't know. Like I said, I think you probably could do it with the Sora.
No, it said. I think the key word here, Frank, it was copy the last frame from the last video. Did you see that frame reference that it was telling you further up? I think that's the key for Sora.
Here?
Further up, further up, further
So,
up.
but I'm going to plug in my Sora expert, who's the best Sora expert in the world, that is, again, taking calls that I'm programming and tailoring only to prompts involving Sora. This really, and the projects are so important. Dr. Mohhamed, how will they ever make it so you can find a project quickly?
Now, I have in yellow.
That will come.
What I have in yellow is when I asked it, I said, it asked me, would you like me to draft a Sora character continuity? It actually tells me how to do the character continuity template. I said, yeah, here it is.
What time? So this is what I hate about Gmail now. And if I look for that email, Frank, it was an attachment that could have gone into spam potentially. This is what happens sometimes because you have Outlook. I'm going to look right now. I'm going to look, Frank, right now for this in spam.
But I'm pretty sure I pasted this into the email. Not an attachment. I saved this later.
Yeah. Okay. You pasted in the email. So I'm going to go back in, search. We'll find it. You can just resend it and see what happens.
Or you want me to? I could send this as an attachment, or I can. No, what I'll do here. Well, here, I know what I'll do. I'm just gonna do what I did before.
This is a crazy month. Oh my goodness. November to remember. Tori Spelling's coming on my show. That's awesome. So
nice.
Just wanted to just see that. Oh, I'm looking for Frank's email.
And I'm going to send this to you again.
Yeah. But it's Frank, I told you, people are getting rid of Outlook. Dr. Mohhamed, what is happening where Outlook's getting such a horrible rep to try to even send to other people?
I've stopped using Outlook like almost 10 years ago now. So we don't even use webmails and emails for our teams. We use ticket systems. So we have like one web interface where you log in and you don't have a dedicated email. So we can have the whole team working on one or two emails. So we use what is called email ticketing or ticketing systems.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to have to fix it. Yeah. This is really becoming...
It solves some of the problems you were highlighting, to find the data, to find who answered when, and then you put your notes there, and it's like a whole ERP.
Right.
So that's what we use.
I think it's to make sure that people are not using their personal email for business anymore. And I think that's what they've tried to set up. So what are your thoughts on Copilot? Copilot with Microsoft. Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't use much Microsoft tools, so I almost never use Copilot.
Yeah, the idea I got from Copilot is instead of calling it a chat, they call it an agent. Create your own customized agent by plugging things in, and it's just a chat. But I decided that's a great idea, so I create all these agents.
Okay, I got it running as preview.
That can be powerful, yeah.
So I'm going to go and working on that Sora expert.
Give me back.
Yeah, you can go ahead and get the share screen again. So that's the amazing part about this is, I mean, if you're a video editor and you see this amazing stuff and you say, I would say, cool, I'll start add these as B-roll to my videos.
Exactly, yes.
I will start making myself even better as a video editor. I will make sure if I'm only editing on basics, I'm going to learn the next level stuff. It just makes everyone have to get better because of AI. And then when AI catches up, you got to even improve better and become the best video editor possible. Then the people are going to purchase you. So they're never going to get rid of video editors. They're never going to get rid of graphic designers, but they have to use what their skill set in their brain with AI. I mean, think about something else. I started thinking about this. Think about what happened when artists used to draw. Now they use a lot of computer technology. You still got to have that brain to draw. You can't go as a graphic artist and become and create something out of nothing if you don't have that type of brain, or designer or whatever.
And you need authors to understand that when they put a prompt in, it's like writing something in a book. You got to really be you got to be able to paint pictures with your prose, and they have to do that anyway to make a good book. All right, but a good prompt, you're painting pictures so that the eye understands what you want. Why don't you give me back? I got this thing running. Why don't
you have the ability to share screen still, Frank?
Okay. What I did is I loaded it as preview.
Some hunt for justice, some hunt for vengeance, some hunt for revenge. But the greatest hunter is Yellowstone itself. From Storyworks, the hunting party.
See, it's great, except Storyworks. So you just have to fix those couple little things.
Yeah.
But it's really done well. Where
15 seconds.
Yeah.
We're getting there.
Some hunt for justice, some hunt for vengeance, some hunt for revenge. But the greatest hunter is Yellowstone itself.
So what are your thoughts on ChatGPT 5.1, Dr. Mohhamed?
5.1?
Yeah.
I didn't notice that it came up.
How about you guys? Did you notice 5.1? Frank, do you have it?
Chat 5.1?
Yeah.
Well, I'll show you what I have. I have chat.
Check as well.
That's what I have. Chat GPT 5. It doesn't say.
I'm gonna have to share screen.
Okay.
All right. I guess.
Oh yeah, I see 5.1. I just noticed it.
Oh, you did?
Yes. Yeah, I didn't notice it. I was just using it, but I didn't notice.
5.1.
Okay, there it is. This is what I'm using.
You still have 5. Mine as well says 5.1.
How do you get 5.1? Upgrade? No, that's
I don't know. It automatically came up.
So, Dr. Mohhamed, do you have the highest level of ChatGPT?
No, I have the plus, like Frank. I have just the 20 or $25.
Maybe you probably just have to update your computer, Frank, or you need to open up another chat. If you open up another chat, you probably have 5.1. It just came out a couple days ago. So I was asking Dr. Mohhamed, what are my thoughts so far? 5.0 doesn't work on certain chats now, so you have to create a new chat now. And so a lot of the old chats have become bogus again. Literally, I was writing that like 4.0 cannot run now. You really got to go to 5.1 of old chats. And I had to open up it, and the speed's pretty good, but it's back to its stupidness again. It's stupid. Literally, I've had to prompt it 3 or 4 times. So Dr. Mohhamed says, why are you going to 5.1 then, Neil? Stay at 5.0, because I always have to have the best.
Well, how did you get 5?
Yeah, maybe one. So for the first few weeks, I think there is always some hiccups when they release them, the very latest models.
Yep.
Well, anyway, yeah.
So that's the news. So I guess, Frank, the next step would be I guess because I have the prompt already and I'm leading through it, I'm going to ask it to break it down, and let's just show our audience what I'm going to do. So guys, this is my craziness of ChatGPT. You don't want to see everything else on the screen, but these are all my projects and they don't load. This is again, OpenAI, please fix this problem. Or I mean, please fix this problem. This makes me so sad. But guess what? It does load, Dr. Mohhamed, early in the morning. A lot deeper.
So maybe it's just an overload issue.
Yep, it's an overload issue that no one has this many projects, I guess. All right, so if you're going to go in here, we're going to go to Frank's, and thank goodness Frank is right there. That's good news. That would have took some more time. And now we're going to go into the Sora 2 expert guide. And it went ahead and did the scenes, and I copied this. This is exactly what they told me to copy. Enhanced Sora prompt. This is what I did to create that Sora prompt. So basically, I took Frank Steele like this, and I prompted, that's already an exceptional prompt. Okay. But I asked at the end, or at the beginning, I'm trying to create a cinematic trailer for Frank Fiore's book, The Hunting Party. Here's the prompt we're using. Improve it. And that's all I asked was to improve it. Now I'm going to say, I'll move this over here. Can you break it down into 5 segments, 5 slides? Can you break it down to 5 slides?
Scenes or whatever.
Slides and make it consistent and better. 8 seconds a slide. I mean, let's go with 10 seconds a slide. We'll do 8 seconds a slide, but probably gonna have to cut it ourselves and see what it does. Here we go. And we'll see the answer because this is 5.0. This is not 5.1. And there's no 5.0 anymore, guys. You just see ChatGPT.
Yeah.
Okay, so now it gives me it. But it did not follow directions. It's doing poorly at following directions. I didn't ask that. I told it to break it down one by one. So I'm going to have to explain. Break it down, slide, break it down one by one.
Yeah, maybe you need to tell it, give me one at a time.
It'll know one by one.
At a time. Break it down one by one. Yeah.
No, but I want it in code. That's not what I want. See, it does this. And Dr. Mohhamed, why does it do things like this?
Yeah, I think it's very sensitive to semantics, and sometimes it forgets some pieces, or if we don't give like very precise precisions,
okay,
it kind of forgets because it's removed.
The best breakdown for one in code that I can copy paste.
Yeah, so now you're telling it the format.
You are the expert. It likes to be told that. All right, let's see. All right, let's see what it did.
Sora optimized XML. So that's the keyword, Sora optimized XML. That's what we need to use in our prompts.
See, but that's too nerdy, Dr. Mohhamed. I don't want to think like that. It is. I never thought.
You can say Sora code.
Thank you, AI, for me learning how to write code, because I'm writing code right now, right? I really am.
This is XML. It's a display language.
Yeah.
It's also a structured language.
Okay, so I copied it. Now I'm going to go to Sora, and I'm going to put it in, and we'll give you an update. But that was the smart thing. Only one at a time. So, for example, you ask it to write a blog, cite 5 different things in that blog. Guess what they'll give you in return? Shit. Every one of the links will be wrong. Everything. So you have to tell them one at a time. Find another link that relates to this article. Find another link. You have to fine tune things. And I could imagine in Dr. Mohhamed's laboratory what he does. There's a lot of fine tuning going on.
Yes, I pay a lot of attention on my prompts. You know, I spend a lot of time on copying them on Word or something big and reviewing them myself and then seeing how the AI reacts. So I'm very careful with my prompts right now. Like which words I use, that myself, I apply consistency in my prompts. I spend a lot of time on that.
Well, we'll find out. Frank, anything else to add? So the goal is now to create 5 individual slides. We'll approve each one of them, Frank. And then we'll have the full trailer. And then we're ready to start the next phase, right? What's the next phase after that, Frank?
Long trailer. That's just a teaser.
Okay. Well, the long trailer, you got to break it down into 15 slides.
That's what we need, the consistency.
Yeah.
Because there's more than one, the characters appear in the long. the long.
Well, we have our great Sora coach that I'm building.
Yes.
And that Sora coach is going to do its job because it knows Sora. It can speak to Sora, kind of like R2D2. I mean, C3PO could speak to R2D2 because C3PO knew all the different languages. So you have to think about C3PO and then R2D2. C3PO is the one who is able to ask an expert and get that in answer. So it's a lot of speaking. I told somebody who was in their 20s to watch war games, and then they would understand what we're dealing with. It's just like prompting war games. No, we're not going to play tic-tac-toe. We're going to play global thermal nuclear war.
That's
I can imagine kids today, if you redid this movie, show me how to hack into a bank for billions of dollars in crypto. Sure, I can show you how to do that. And that would be when we put the rails out, right? What can we ask ChatGPT to do that Gemini would tell us, oh no. So there was a political prompt for one of my clients who's a little bit conservative. And Claude refused to write it. Gemini told me, I'm going to report you, basically. What are you thinking of putting something out there like that? Then I put it in ChatGPT and it did it for me. And I've had
chart. Yeah.
And so also I was on a Wix chat today because we were having trouble with sales tax. I put a prompt. Vanessa said they no longer take calls, Wix. I said, yes, they do. So it would tell me, no, I can answer this for you in the chat. So I said, no, give me a live customer person right now. It gave me the customer person. After 2 prompts, I said, no, we can talk to someone live. Well, I want to find out about it. No, we can talk to. We are literally living what we live every day on customer service on the phone now. How do you get a live person? You got to tell AI 3 times, pretty please. Because I don't know. If you don't put pretty please. So anything else, Frank, to add in this interesting workshop? Frank, is there anything to add in this interesting workshop we've been going through?
I think he's.
So we thought Frank was literally
he froze.
I thought Frank was just really concentrating. Paul, anything to add about this interesting workshop we're doing?
No, looks great. Yeah.
What could you imagine authors if we were showing them stuff? Go and start writing code and doing all this stuff. They would tell people, they would say absolutely not.
Yeah, they wouldn't do it. Yeah.
And a rich person is not going to want to do it either. So if you're somebody who's learning AI, find a rich person. And then when you find that rich person, you'll stay busy forever because they sure as heck aren't going to want to do that. And so that's it. Just keep.
They will pay for time.
They don't have time for money.
For time, yeah.
Yep, exactly. All right. Go to thehollomanseries.com, frankfiore.com, or rtila.com. And check out my new website, MediaGiantProductions.com. And you can go over to neilhaley.com that we're redesigning now. Appreciate it, guys.